Welcome to Financial FixIt. My name is Melvin. So today I'll be answering a couple of questions from different people from different age group, okay, regarding their finances. So if you have a similar problem or similar issue, maybe this is something for you.
I'm 32 years old and just graduated from uni. And I started a job only for 6 months now. So as someone who just started a job, right? Okay, so how can I convince the bank to actually approve my loan?
Alright, so you're here not to convince yourself, but you're here to actually project yourself, or you're here to actually showcase yourself to the bank that you're trustworthy. So if you're a fresh grad right now, right, there's three main things that you need to look into. So number one is your income, number two, your expenses, and number three, your payment behavior. So this is the three major things that will affect if you want to buy a house or you want to get a loan. Okay, so now, first thing first is income source. So to prove that you have an authentic income source, right, you need to have confirmation from your employment. So if you are under employment less than 6 months, so your first focus will be getting your confirmation. So your confirmation is very important to the bank because the bank want you to be a permanent staff. They are more comfortable in getting you a loan. Alright, so focus on your confirmation first. So if you are a confirmed staff right now, right, then next you want to ensure that your employer are paying you accordingly to the labor law. That means you are contributed to EPF, you are subject to SOCSO, right, and all this must be reflected in your payslip, and that is very, very important. So the second thing is what we call an expenses, right? As a fresh grad right now, you want to look into your expenses. Do not overly spend your money, right? You want to save it up, all right, do some investment, and that's going to help you in your career. So if you can't get a Honda, just get a Produa, all right? So you just need a car for you to transport, for you to go to your work, right? And that's all you need in the beginning. You get luxury can come later on. Okay, and that's the part that you need to do. And the number three is that you need to show to the bank that you're a good paymaster. Well, you are a fresh grad right now. So if you have a lot of expenses or on unnecessary things like credit card, personal loans, right, car loans that are overly expensive, all this will be a red flag for a bank to actually access to give you more loans. Right? That's why I want you to keep it low on your expenses. Very important. So what you want to do is, if you are clean, that's if you have expenses. But if you are not having any expenses, right, you have a clean profile, as what we can mention is that you have no loans, no credit card, no nothing. That is also a very difficult situation where a bank can access you because you are clean, you are a zero. So a bank can't know whether you're paying anything, are you paying on time, they can't. So what you want to do next is you want to get yourself the easiest. I would suggest you get your credit card. So apply for a credit card so that you can use it month by month, pay it up, make sure you pay on time every month so that you don't get any late payments, right? And that will be a way that you can prove to a bank that you are a good paymaster. Because credit card is also one form of loan, right? So upon application, you might have trouble, right? And to apply for one. But if you are having trouble to apply for one, then I would suggest that you go for an easier option, which is go for a credit card that requires you to pledge an FD. Because once you pledge an FD, they no longer need to access your situation because you're basically giving a one-to-one credit, right, according to the FD that you give. That means what? If you are depositing a 5K FD into the bank will give you equivalent amount of credit card for you to use. On top of that, what is best is you can also gain, right, your interest through the FD while you're still using the credit card. Isn't that better? So that will also help you in your journey. So this is the few things you need to look into if you are starting off as a fresher. In this situation, it's pretty much like a debit card, right? You give 5,000, you get 5,000 to use. But only difference is that this debit card is not a debit card, it's given a title of a credit card. That means what the bank can access is that you are using a credit card instead of a debit card, right? That's the only difference. So this will be a good reference for the bank to access how is your payment behavior. So in this case, this is what you can do. Alright, so this is how you can get your loan through. But if you think that you have more difficult cases than this, maybe you can drop your comment below, or you can actually PM me, right? And I'll solve your issue as well. I'll give you your tips. So follow me for more tips. Until then, see you.